at the Bruce Brand farm today outside of Horace, North Dakota. We're going to kind of go over your initial setup of your drain tile manager control panel and kind of go over a pre-season checklist. When you come out and you start your systems up, what to look for, what to do, how to do a test run, how to burp your tube for your transducer. So first we'll start with the inspection of the unit and see how the discharge. We want to open up the box, make sure nothing has gotten in there over the winter. Want to take a look at your reservoir. Look into the lift station. This one looks like it's just to the top of the pump. Everything looks good. Doesn't look like nothing's gotten chewed or disconnected. So when you first turn your power on, you'll see where the set point is at. On this one, this is the date today is March 31st, 2015. They want to pump the field out. Now that the frost has come out, make sure that there's no standing water on the field at all. So they have the set point set way down right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to bypass the set point and we're going to run this thing at full speed and clean out the air that's in the tube. So we will run the pump all the way down to the bottom of the transducer tube so air can be exchanged inside of that tube. So what we'll do first is we'll get it set up to run. First thing you always got to do when you run your bypass switch is make sure your front switch is in the off position on the door. And then you'll turn your switch to the on position. What I'll do quickly is go through and see what we're reading on the transducer, and that's always at the B reading. First time you hit mode is your output frequency to the motor in your H and where it stops, so 0.0. Next is your amp draw to the motor, where stop 0.0. Our B level is how from 0 to 60 what the system is telling us right there. You can see on the list here, if F equals 15, that means that our transducer tube is 25% submerged in water. So we're at 7, F equals 7 right now, so we're approximately 12.5% of our tube is submerged in water. So what we'll do, we'll hit mode one more time. That brings you back to forward, and that's your PLC. And then one more time, we're back to F again. So we'll put it in the bypass now. And we'll adjust our speed all the way up to max by using the speed dial. You can already hear it running. We'll watch how far down she goes. Make sure we see that the bottom of that tube is there. You see the bottom of the tube. We're going to shut it down. So we just ran it dry. You never want to run your pump dry. Steps to change that tube out. So you can see the bottom of that tube right there. So we'll double check what our transducer is reading. It should be 0.0, which it is. One other thing we'll double check is our receiver strength of our AMI remote monitoring unit here. And we'll hit this button and we'll go to setup. Hit your right button when you're on setup. You go to COM, hit your right button. Your receiver strength is at 30, which is pretty good. So we'll hit left to get out of there. Everything else looks in good condition. Doesn't look like no condensate or nothing else has gotten inside of our system at all. And that's all you got to do for preseason. After that, make sure your bypass is back into the off and set your system back into auto. Make sure that your F is back to 3 again, which it is. Your H is 0. And it's not running right now. 0, 0, 0. That's it. If there's any questions, if there's ever any problems, just please give us a call at Gemco and we'll get you going as soon as possible. Thank you.